Yawn, yawn, yawn. Sorry for starting this stream so late. Kind of a little bit of busy day. Hmm. Oh, let's see. Shoot, is this thing even running? Oh, it is, but unsupported resolution. Oh well, we'll work with it. Hello, subscribers, patrons, family, fans, followers, supporters, and generally anybody who happens to stumble across my videos. This is Johnston Blackhorse, and instead of doing like how to art videos, I'm thinking about just doing like straight up just art suggestion videos because um, there haven't been many suggestions on or requests on what to do art tutorials on. So I think for now I'm more or less covered all the basics, I think. But if I haven't, then feel free to leave a comment and suggest a how to art. Cal Larkin's in the room. He says, yo. And my little sister is in the room. She says, aye. Hey, little sis, how's everything going? Dad told us, or Dad called me yesterday and told me Mom's back in the hospital and she's gonna be getting ready for surgery. And that's another reason I've been kind of dragging my feet about doing this video. Just kind of got some troubling news. My mom's hip bone is doing pretty bad, and she's already gotten several surgeries before on several of her joints, her ankles, her hips, and I just hate the fact that she's in a lot of pain and just kind of hurting and more or less just falling apart. And I'm just stuck out here in Vegas. You know, like if I could, like if I were allowed to, just probably get a bus ticket or like a moving truck and just throw all of my stuff in that moving truck and move right back to the res like friggin' tonight or just tomorrow whenever I can get a moving truck. But unfortunately, you know, like the way these over regulations and overbearing restrictions are, I can't make a move such as that without prior approval. And I've already put in for approval to move back to the res, but from what I understand, that's going to take several months to maybe a year. And that's only if I get approved. And let's just face it, you guys, the feds suck. The federal system sucks. This injustice system fucking sucks. And I just feel like a dog running around in circles chasing his tail and trying to keep my head above water. Like I've already tried getting a job in my graphics or art field, but kept getting turned down due to my criminal record. And this whole system just needs to be redone, especially the justice system, because they constantly treat me like a threat when I'm not a threat, and I know somewhere in the back of their minds they're justifying their actions to like protect everyone or protect my family. But if they would take the time out of their busy lives from all this worrying and just ask my family what type of person I am, and they have nothing to fear from me, that fucking a lot of their fears of me just going out and attacking people are just so unfounded. It just fucking sucks. I wish I was back home and just able to help support my family any way I could. Like, especially like with the money I get through commissions and Patreon, my Patreon support, like all that money would stretch a long way back on the res. But again, I gotta wait for all this fucking federal bullshit. Anyway, I'm hoping my mom's doing okay. Like I tried calling her earlier today, and I know she's probably like just heavily medicated and just sleeping away a lot of her time in the hospital until she gets her surgery. And I even like texted her, like hoping that my parents will call me before she goes into surgery, and that's going to be sometime tomorrow. So gonna try calling again, but I hope everything's okay, and I just wish I could be there for them and just be there with my mom, because like it's been it's been like I'd say a little over a year since I've seen her, and the only time we were physically in the same room together was during my friggin' um, violation hearing for, again, like they violated my probation for being in possession of my own pornographic drawings, of which I was already given leeway to produce for financial purposes, but they saw fit to throw me back in prison over a matter of drawings. And that was the last time I saw my mom. She came to the hearing hoping for some good news, but unfortunately they decided to, oh, we better throw him back in prison for 6 months because he was drawing porn and he's not supposed to be possessing porn. And even though he drew them, and there's no evidence whatsoever that he has possessed or downloaded any pornographic images, we should just err on the side of caution and throw him back in prison for drawings. It's fucking stupid. And I asked the judge right then and there if I could just take a moment to just hug my mom, because I haven't seen her for I don't know how many years from that point, but he didn't allow it. And even though she was right there, just a few feet away, couldn't make contact with her or any member of my family. It was just my mom and my stepdad there. And he said that there were visitation services at the prison I was at, but fucking, even though it was a nice gesture that they came to visit me in prison, we were separated by like a freaking, like a screen. Like all I could see them was like the way they do visitations at the detainment center over here in Pahrump is that you're still kept in your cell block, but they have this video screen that you sit in front of, like with a phone piece, and you put the phone piece to your ear, and that's how you have your visitation. But it's just, even though they're right there in the same prison, it's still so impersonal, and I just wanted so much just to hug my mom, even for a moment. And just being stuck in this situation, I try not to think about it too much because it always fucking breaks my heart. My little sister says it has been 8 years since she's last seen me. Yeah. Fuck this system, man. I would like nothing more than to be voted in as president and then undo a lot of these laws and then hold all the overbearing jerkwads who make these frivolous laws and just unconstitutional violations, and hold them 100% responsible for all their bullshit, and then have them fucking executed for all their transgressions against the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. I mean, fucking this mandatory minimum bullshit is just heinous on its own. God damn it. Fuck 'em. Yeah, I just fucking process them from the top to the bottom for all this bullshit. And people might see that as like a whole personal thing, like fucking like, oh, you're doing that because you believe that they wronged you. It's like, no, it's not just me. Like going through the whole system, I've seen a lot of people just horribly mistreated by this injustice system. Like there was like one dude in there who didn't even have a warrant on his record, and they just arrested him anyway, and fucking with trumped up charges got him to sign a plea agreement because he didn't even know any better when they didn't have any evidence against him whatsoever. And it's the whole prosecutorial coercion bullshit. It's like you either sign a plea agreement or you risk facing 20 years. Even though we don't got shit on you, do you really want to risk facing 20 years if you don't sign this plea agreement? Just do us a favor, sign this plea agreement, and then you'll be out in 5 years. It's just fucking, oh God, it just makes me so fucking pissed off. And that's why, like, fucking, it's not just me, it's these individuals who are wronged by the system, and it's not just them, it's the extension of their family as well, because not only do they make these individuals suffer, it's the families that they tear apart, the whole family support structure that just gets destroyed, and it never gets rebuilt back to the same proportions as it was. And all because this piece of shit injustice system is more concerned about their conviction rates rather than serving actual real justice, true justice. I mean, it's just horrible. It's horrendous. So a vote for Blackhorse is a vote for fair laws, and to have all these dipshits fucking executed for all their transgressions against the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. There, I said it. Vote Blackhorse 2020. Anyway, yeah, I don't like to talk about it or think about it all that much because it just gets me all riled up and just fucking pissed off. So, try to shift gears. Okay. Day at a time. Mom's gonna get her surgery. She's gonna do all right. And then day at a time with this fucking bullshit restriction period, which I'm told takes about 10 years. Then I'll have some semblance of my freedom back. Until then, I gotta live this pseudo-freedom for a while, but oh, god damn it. I'm dwelling on it too much again. All right. Okay. Changing subjects. Okay, this is a art suggestion video. I'm going to take on the suggestion that is next in line. My little sister says, but on a lighter note, did you see the show Dylan recommended? Yes. No, I didn't. I haven't seen. I haven't bothered to pull up Teen Titans Go just yet. I'll get to it soon. But the next suggestion is Chihiro from Spirited Away. And I'm not quite sure how to draw her, so I was thinking about doing like somewhat of a horizontal pose, maybe just lying down or whatever. So I'm just going to start sketching a pose here. Get my mind off everything and try to be entertaining. So, little pose I'm going to draw is just Chihiro just kind of like lying on her belly, just kind of feet somewhat kicked up in the air. Trying to think of what good things are going on in my life right now. My Social Security card came in the mail recently. I had lost my Social Security card a while back ago, and I just hadn't bothered to get a new one, and I didn't know what would go into getting another one. And then discussing it with my counselor, she told me how to go about it, going to the Social Security Administration office, getting there early because I'm going to possibly be spending a lot of time in there. And the only time that a lot of the time that I spent in there was like an hour and a half just standing in line. And standing in line, just seeing a lot of people who were waiting on other things. I thought I was going to be in there for a whole lot longer, but no, it was pretty simple. I got to the front of the line. Got to see like one of the clerks at the window, and all he did was ask for my driver's license, valid driver's license, and ask for my social security card or social security number. I gave him my driver's license, told him my social security number, and just punched all that information in the computer. Asked me a few questions, whether like some of these things were still valid, such as my current address. I told him yes, and bing bang boom, I was out of there. Like he printed me a receipt once he was done, and just that was it. It was pretty simple, and it was like just the other day, I believe, my social security card came in the mail when the expected time was going to be 2 weeks, but it had only been like not even a full week, and I got my card. So now I can start applying for loans or try to get a lease on a new apartment if I can. And also just today, like I applied for Majora King just came into the room. I applied for a bank credit card from Bank of America, and I didn't get the one that I was aiming for. You know, I was going for like a pretty basic one, but they got me one like kind of right under that. And you know, like it sucked, but you know what? It's something. Like anything to help me build my credit back up, and I've been needing to do that. I got my credit report from Credit Karma, and I guess there's like something in collections from a medical expenditure for an anesthesiologist for when I broke my hand. So I'm working on getting my credit back on track, because in trying to apply for some leases for some of these apartments, my credit's got to be in good standing, and it's just right there, right below the line. So I'm going to need to pay off this thing in collections, which is about $350 now. And I went ahead and got this credit card, so hopefully that'll help build my credit back up pretty quickly. And yeah, I had to pay like $99 into it as sort of like some sort of it was some sort of like insurance quality type thing or something that you know, since my credit score and income were so low, you know, like I couldn't get the one that I was aiming for, so they gave me this one. But if I keep on time with the payments, they'll graduate my card up to the one that I was aiming for. And if I'm good on all my payments and use the credit card like every month and just keep on track, like my card should be graduated in anywhere from 4 months to possibly a year, all depending on my track record. So if I keep on track with that, you know, like they'll graduate my credit card and give me my $99 back. So I thought that was pretty cool, you know. Okay, this is the basic pose I'm going to be going for this Chihiro piece. Oh, Ruri Hashino is saying you'll make that back tomorrow anyway, because Ruri Hashino is got a commission lined up for me, and it's going to be pretty epic one, judging from the characters, the attire, and the setting. So it's going to be challenging, but you know what, like I'll get it done. Oh, and once I get my credit card, I'm going to invest in a new laptop, which will allow me to utilize the the display drawing tablet that Rui Hashino had had pretty much purchased for me. So that's going to be pretty exciting. So I think those are like the good things that are currently going on in my life right now. It's like it sucks hearing bad news, especially when it involves like family that I can't be there for. But I'm hoping everything will be all right. Speaking of health issues, I'm kind of worried that I might have some gallstones. I've had these strange symptoms for like the past several weeks. Like it's like I've been feeling like this sensation that I've been bloated for a while. My baby sister's saying we should call after this. Yeah, I guess we can. Like I'm not sure if it's going to be too late, but I don't know what mom's sleeping schedule is now that she's getting all the meds that she needs. So maybe she's up, maybe she's not. But yeah, we can try. But yeah, like for the past several weeks, I've been having these like I've been feeling like bloated every now and then, and it's just been uncomfortable, and it's been hindering my ability to eat. And and just in the past couple of days, I've been feeling this discomfort in my upper right abdominal region. And I looked up some of the symptoms and like fucking like checking in on it, and it might be gallstones, and that's not good news. And in fact, it's kind of bugging me right now. So I looked up a lot of foods that would um, help ease like or lessen these gallstones or whatever, possibly get rid of them or prevent them from getting any worse. So I got a lot of those foods, and I just fucking munched on a bunch of that. Like I probably ate like no, three fistfuls of leafy greens, and had me some sardines. Unfortunately, there were sardines in soybean oil, and it was only afterwards that I looked it up that soybean oil has been um, linked to liver disease. Just face palm right there is like, oh shoot, I should have looked that up before just eating those sardines soaked in soybean oil, because I feel it kind of aggravated whatever issue I'm having. So I guess I'm gonna just be eating a lot of those liver healthy foods for the time being. And I guess like the symptoms fit, because I read that gallstones can form when you with rapid weight loss or yo-yo dieting. And after I got released from this previous stint of like this stupid probation violation, again for just possessing pornographic images of which I myself drew. After I was released, I gained like about 30 pounds, but then after my sister moved out and we were it's like I gained a lot of that weight because we were just eating out a lot of these like friggin' awesome places and just eating all this amazing junk food, like either from fast food restaurants or just our favorite restaurants. Just gained 30 pounds. But after she moved out, there's like Just didn't have to eat all that much anymore. And just started concentrating on losing weight, and I did it too quickly. So like when you lose weight too quickly, I guess it releases too much. The liver will release too much bile into the gallbladder, and like all that bile buildup will turn into gallstones or something. So I figured like, oh yeah, I guess the timing's perfect on that because I've been losing a lot of weight lately after sudden weight gain after I got back out of prison and just lost it way too quickly. So it all fits. Majorcan King. My baby sister says you're probably pregnant. No, I don't think so. Uh, I haven't been doing the deed as of late. Majorcan King says got him. Are gallstones the same as kidney stones? No, kidney stones, gallstones form in your gallbladder, and kidney stones form in your kidneys. Well, I guess that's obvious, but um, I guess on how they form, are they similar? I'm not sure. Like, I don't know. But I don't know what forms kidney stones. I think someone told me a long time ago that if you drink too much, like soda, more or less okay. I don't want to say that they're fine because, like, I wouldn't know that. But as of right now, I do have discomfort in my upper right abdominal region. Rui Hashino says, "Damn it! What's the damn it for, Rui?" My baby sis says, "I mean, don't think Google is the best doctor." Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now that I've finally got my social security card, I'm gonna file or see if I can get on Medicaid. Go to one of those offices and just apply for that and just get like a full checkup, eye exam, the whole nine yards. See if I can get some dental too, because I need to repair some dental work before it gets worse. Maria Shino says your stream dropped for a bit. Oh shit. Oh, stupid stream. Stop bugging out. I don't know what Chihiro's shoes look like. Okay. Okay. Hmm. So I'm hoping like my by eating these liver healthy and gallbladder healthy foods, these gallstones will subside soon because I don't want them getting any worse. I've seen my ex go through having gallstones and like it was crippling pain for her. She couldn't move and she couldn't breathe at times, and it just plagued her for a long time while we were together. And she had seen like several doctors in like California, and that whole time they were misdiagnosing her. Like fucking, they couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. But one visit with a doctor over here, they did some scans and was like, "Oh well, you got gallstones," and so that was a surprise for her, as or surprise for both of us because we had seen several doctors. They ran tests over in California, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong, and they just pumped her full of pain meds and called it a day. But here in Vegas, like one doctor's visit and was like, "Oh, yeah, you got gallstones. You got them," and just kind of, yeah, I guess doctors in California suck. especially around that area, the Southern California region. And while I was in prison, I had a prison friend. His name was oh shit! What kind of friend am I? You know, fucking I forgot his name. Oh, Tim Curry. And no, it's not the Tim Curry that you're thinking about either. But he had the same name as that famous actor Tim Curry, and he was a like a Southern gentleman, big bushy red beard. He had like long flowing hair, and eventually he cut it off and like donated it to Locks of Love, which was pretty cool. But it was like pretty wild. Like he had just chopped all that hair off, but he was a pretty all right guy. But then like once he got those gallstones, like fucking man, it really messed him up, and he was popping as many like Tylenol as he could just to get a good night's sleep until fucking he could get approved to get some surgery and have his gallbladder removed. Oh yeah, like my ex also had her gallbladder removed, and that's just something that I just really wouldn't want to deal with. Not only with my financial situation, but like having to deal with the stress of just going through all of that. Does not sound fun. Sounds like there's no bueno. Okay, how should I have her hands? I guess crossed like that? I don't know. Oh shit, we're fucking lagging a bit again. My baby sis says, you need glasses because mom told me the story. The story of what? I don't know what that's in context to. Majorican King says, yeah, I go to the guy who lives in the alley behind my local subway for all my medical needs. Oh, yeah, that's another thing that's messed up with the system too, is like medicine. Like, like fucking people aren't getting the medical attention that they need at an affordable rate. And it's just all these like conglomerates and all this bullshit just feeding on the sick, the needy, the poor, the disenfranchised. Like it's everywhere. It's like corruption is just so prevalent in and throughout our whole fucking system. And it's not just the judicial system. It's medicine. It's the prisons. It's like fucking education. It's everywhere. My little sis says, when you memorize the eye chart. Oh! Oh my God. That's right. Okay, my baby sis had just reminded me that she just said to me that my mother had told her the story about why I need glasses. She told her of the story of like why I needed glasses. So like when I was a little kid, right? I knew that I couldn't see properly out of one eye. But I could see just clear out of this eye, and I'll just jump ahead a little bit. Like once it was finally diagnosed for reals, my vision is 20/120. So basically, like when I see out of this eye, like everything's just a blur, and I pretty much just use this eye for depth perception alone. And this is the eye utilized for seeing precision things or reading and everything like that. So like how that happened is that when I was a kid going through my eye exam, like all this went under the radar because what I would do when I was standing in line for the eye exam is just go ahead and memorize the chart. And when I was a little kid, like my brain would just kind of like do all these like things, and I was like really into puzzles and everything. But one of the little side things I would do is that I would just kind of like memorize some things every now and then. So what I wanted to do, like in the eye chart thing, like I knew I couldn't see well out of one eye, and heaven forbid, just like I did not want to be one of those kids that had to wear glasses because I just I was not like a weird like awkward kid already, and just fucking like I felt like glasses would just compound that, and I wanted nothing to do with them. I didn't want to wear them, so I would um, I would memorize the eye chart as I was standing in line, and then once I finally got up in line, I already knew like all the either the letters or the symbols, like whatever they had, I would memorize it bit by bit. And when I did it with this eye, reading it with my good eye, it was no problem because I could actually see it. But then when like trying to see the chart with this eye, it's everything is just a blur. Like I could not see for for shit. But what they would do is that they would just go line by line from the top all the way to the bottom. And since I had the whole thing memorized already, like I would just recite from my memory like what they were pointing at, the lines that they were pointing at. But what caught me up, what tripped me up it was once I finally got to high school, and I did this trick all the way through high school, and going through like a checkup at a clinic. I think it was, well, it was like one of those checkups that you get. Well, we would get like every now and then. So my mom took me to a checkup, and they did all the blood pressure and everything like that, and so they went to go check my vision. So it was all right. Like I had already taken the time out to just memorize the chart as I usually did. And then testing this eye, like I already noticed an issue is that instead of going line by line, the person doing the test was jumping around the chart. And I was like, oh shoot, I'm screwed. There's no getting out of this one. It's like I can't properly see which line they're pointing at when they're jumping around if I utilize this side. And so that's how they caught me up. That's how that's how it was finally revealed that I needed glasses. And that's when I found out doing like a proper like eye test and everything, going to like an opticaltrician. That's not the word, but I don't know what the word is. It's something similar to that. But anyway, when finally seeing one, like he gauged my vision and is like, yeah, he's got 21/20 vision. He needs glasses because one of his eyes is lazy. One of his eyes is a bum, not pulling its weight. So yeah, that's the story of my how I cheated my eye vision as a kid, or vision tests as a kid, up until high school. But anyway, Majora King says optometrist. Okay, yeah, that's word. And that's the story that my sister was talking about, that my that our mother had revealed to her how I would cheat on the eye chart. Okay, is Chihiro left-handed or right-handed? I'll just do it right-handed. I don't know if like anyone's noticed, but usually your dominant hand like predetermines like how you like interlock your fingers or how you fold your arms, because like your dominant hand will more or less kind of like be on top. So like I'm right-handed, so my right forearm is on top, and being right-handed, when I interlock my fingers, my right thumb is on top. It's just something I've noticed, again, like growing up as a kid, just kind of like being observant of like these weird things. Oh, my baby sister says, you want a cat? Yes, I would love a cat, but I don't think I can afford to take care of one. Like I can barely afford to feed myself. Like me and the little cat are just going to be eating sardines. Skullhead has entered the fray. He says, hey, yo. Majorcan King says, yes, he wants a cat. Oh, hey, there's my little brother. So my little brother and my baby sister are in the room. Dylan says, "No, get a dog." Skullhead says, "Long time no see, JB." "Yeah, where you been, Skullhead?" "Oh, where have I been? I've just been busy, just fucking, just drawing and sometimes being depressed, but more drawing than depressed. I try not to think about my situation." Major Gaines says, "Hey, Skullhead." Skullhead says, "Hey, yo." Rihanna Lansing left the chat. Oh, oh, baby sis leaves the chat once little brother gets here. No, you didn't really leave. You're still there. I'm pretty sure you are. In fact, let me check right now. Can I check? No, I don't. I thought I could. Oh, wait, that was on the other stream. Oh, wait. Is it here? No. Nuts. Whoops. Oh, well. My little brother's saying, "Gotta make room for the big dog." That's why our baby sis left. So how you doing, Dylan? Do you hear from mom at all? I tried to call her earlier today, but like I assume that she's just heavily medicated, trying to keep the pain at bay until she has her surgery. I hope she's doing okay. Scarlett says, "You are in the new place, eh?" Nope, I haven't moved yet. I have not moved yet. This is my last month. I'm moving out at the end of this month. Guess I'll be staying in a Motel 6 for a few days until I can actually freaking find an apartment. Oh, my little brother's driving my mom up to get her surgery done tomorrow, I guess. He says we're taking her up tomorrow. Yeah, that's when her surgery is, just tomorrow evening. I guess if you guys can, call me up when you guys are on your way or just after you get there or whatever. My baby sis with an emoji of a, is that a dog or a rabbit? Can't really see on the screen. Oh man, my eyes are getting bad. Day by day, my vision gets a little blurrier. It's like I can't even read manga up close anymore. I used to be able to do that. Now I got to read it from a distance. Gonna have to like use like bifocals in order to read manga. Man, damn, I'm getting old. Little brother says he'll let her know. My baby sis says goat. Dylan says it's dog. It's a tiny pupper because she's a little dog, teeny dog. Oh, you guys. My little brother's throwing up the lion emoji, saying he's the king of the jungle. That's cool. Gonna throw up the Leonardo DiCaprio emoji and say that I'm king of the world. Oh, shoot. Except that he freaking froze to death at the end. Never mind. I ruined it for myself. You know what? That makes me sad. Gotta get that little, like, upturned nose in there. I don't know, should she be smiling? What kind of smile would she have? She doesn't really smile all that much, does she? There we go. Guess that's the look I'll go with. Go with. I almost said I'm trying to go say go for, and then ended up with trying to be both. Now my siblings are just friggin' fighting with each other in my chat. Oh. My little brother says, well, I better get some rest, bro. I'm driving early tomorrow. Morning, love, and miss you. Love and miss you too. My baby sis saying, bye, Felicia, to my little brother. Enough, you two. Dylan, go get some sleep. You got a long drive ahead of you. And when you can, give Mama not a big hug, because I don't want you to cause her any discomfort, but give her a gentle hug from me. Okay, now that we got the basic pose and everything down, I guess we should start dressing her. What should she be wearing? Should she just wear her standard clothes? Big old honking shirt? I'm up for suggestions. Anyone? Oh, my little brother says will do when he's in reference to asking him to give our mother a hug for me. And he says brofist. Brofist to you too, little brother. If there are no suggestions, I guess I'll just draw her in her usual clothes. Baby sis says yes, keep it OG, fam. Okay. My sis wants to see me draw her with her usual attire. I guess I should do that on a different layer, even though I already started. Majorcan King says, I don't want to be that guy and say nothing, but well, once you guys like download this free Photoshop file from my Patreon, you can take the sketch and do whatever it is you want. But for right now, going with the first suggestion, and the first suggestion was for my sister to just keep it with her like clothes, original clothes that you see in the movie. So I shall be doing that. Yes, I'm doing more Ghibli fan art, or Ghibli, however you pronounce it. So accustomed to saying Ghibli, but I guess the correct pronunciation is Ghibli, from the Italian company that the name originally derived from. Oh, okay. I was just going to use this layer for clothes. All right. Going to go ahead and image size, bump this up to 300. Then we're going to start inking. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that my gallbladder feels better. It comes and goes, like the discomfort. And this has been going on for the last couple of days now. But went ahead and bought myself like a small stock of healthy foods that would hopefully get rid of my gallstones. Citrus foods, leafy greens, sardines. There are more foods listed, like whole grain bread, but I'm trying to stay away from bread because I'm trying to lose weight. Even though like my rapid weight loss is probably the cause behind my gallstones. If I do have gallstones. The Jerkin King says, let's hope it's something temporary and not serious. Yes. Let's hope on that. I think tomorrow I'm just going to tear into this bag of baby spinach and pretty much treat it like a bag of potato chips. You know, I did that. I think a couple of months after I was released from this, again, 6 months in prison for possessing my own pornographic drawings. But I had this like craving for baby spinach. And, you know, I was just sitting around the apartment one day just drawing away. And then all of a sudden, like, the craving hit me. It's like, you know what I really want right now is just baby spinach. Yeah, that's all I want. So I went down to the grocery store and picked up a few things here and there. You know, just while I was there, I may as well like restock on a few like supplies that I was low on. And then I grabbed myself like a bag of baby spinach. And as I was like walking down the street, you know, I was like thinking like, oh, once I get home, like I'll just make myself a sandwich with baby spinach or just munch on a few leaves here and there, and I'll be good. But I wasn't even halfway home then, and then that craving hit, and it's like, you know what? I have to have some of this baby spinach now. And so I reached into the grocery bag, grabbed the bag of spinach, and opened it, and just started grabbing handfuls of the baby spinach, and just started just chowing down on that, and I just couldn't stop myself. But yeah, I figure that's more or less what I'm going to do tomorrow. Scarlett says, didn't do any Goodfellas cooking? Nope. Sometimes I like my baby spinach just raw. Like when you cook it down, like you have all this baby spinach and it just kind of just really just gets cooked down. And when you're cooking baby spinach, like you could have like a freaking huge pile of that, but then when you cook it down, it just a little bit. Well, I'm exaggerating, but it just shrinks a lot when you cook it down or saute it. So sometimes I just like to eat my baby spinach raw. And I saw like they had bundles of spinach. So once I'm out of baby spinach, I might buy like some of those bundles and just freaking eat that. You know, anything to just help with this liver or gallbladder discomfort that I'm feeling. And my baby sis again says, probably pregnant. Sounds like someone's a little priggers. I'm not pregnant. Oh, while I'm drawing, I should probably think of more questions to ask you people. What is your favorite dish? I think if if I'm going to be talking about favorite foods, I might talk about home cooking. And I love me some mutton and fried bread. Mutton and Navajo fried bread. Freaking delicious. And I got to have that like not too long ago, even though like I'm so far away from the res. And props to Rui Hashino for um, giving me money to buy like some mutton. And oh my god, it was delicious. Ah, it's so good. I'm hoping that I can buy some more sometime soon, but right now I got to get in the mindset of just making money and saving it for when I have to move out of this apartment. Probably going to get rid of all my couches to just make it a little easier for the move. But Rui Hashino says gammon steak, pineapple burgers with barbecue sauce. Wow, that sounds fancy and delicious. My baby sis says, "Oh, cereal." Oh, what kind of cereal? I should probably get myself some bran flakes. I think I also read that a lack in fiber um, puts you at risk for gallstones. Yeah, I should get myself some bran flakes or something sometime soon. Madrikan King says, sounds good. Skullhead says, pierogi and sausage with sauerkraut. What is pierogi? I do not think I have ever seen pierogi. I might have. Sounds familiar. Don't think I've ever had it. My baby sis says, I don't know I'm lactose intolerant. We all are, to a certain degree, baby sis. For those who don't know, like a lot of Native Americans are lactose intolerant. Something in our biology. Some are more severe than others. For me, I can have like a bit of milk every now and then, or ice cream. But if I have too much, like friggin', oh man, like I get gassy. Gives me gives me gas or the shits. Sometimes if there's too much lactose, I'll get the shits. Christina Petrov says, but milk is delicious. Scarlett says, funny enough that Eastern Euro accent fits it. Oh, so like when I said pierogi and sausage with sauerkraut, you do not know this pierogi. Christina says, except if you eat, wait, but milk is delicious, except if you eat too much, then it causes your stomach, then it, then it causes your stomach hurts. Yes. Yeah, with me, like I can't just honestly like just drink straight up milk. I have to eat it with something. Like milk and cookies, I'm fine with, but if I just drink a straight glass of milk, like it's gonna mess me up. So whenever I have milk and cookies, like I have it like a milk and like I'll have the milk in like a small like mug or something. It's not. I can't do like a tall glass of milk. That just give me that would just give me the shits all day. If I drink too much milk, it gives me the shits. Let's see. Maria Yoshino says you can get shots for that to take away lactose intolerance. Oh, really? Huh. That's crazy. Scarlett says it's a European dumpling, the pierogi and sausage with sauerkraut. Pierogi is a European dumpling. I don't think I've ever had it then. It sounds delicious, like anything in dumpling form. Anything edible in dumpling form sounds good. I've had me several dumplings of various types. My baby says, it says any food is good. Scarlett says Central European, but my Russian grandmother used to make them for me. Nice. Okay, what else? What else to ask? I guess just going to continue the food thing for a bit. Like, what's your favorite fast food restaurant? Christina Petrov says, "Are those 6 fingers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. There's 5 fingers on this hand. 1, 2, 3, and you can't see the other fingers on the other hand." Rihanna Lansing, my baby sis says Sonic. Oh man, Sonic is good. I had Sonic not too long ago. Got me a chili cheese coney with tater tots, and it was delicious. Christina Petra says, "Ha ha, got you." Oh, you made me look. I shouldn't have looked. Why? She says, "Sorry, I'm bored." Oh. Scarlett says, Wendy's. I recently found it here. Wendy's. I haven't been to Wendy's in a while. I used to just freaking love Wendy's. I would just when I used to work in Florida at this marble and granite place, there was a Wendy's not too far away, and I would just eat there all the time, and like their chili was freaking good too. But there was like a limited time run on this mushroom Swiss burger that they had with a mushroom Swiss burger or something, and it was freaking delicious. And I would enjoy some of their other burgers from time to time, but then one day, like the burger just tasted off. And I thought it was just like a one-off thing, just I didn't pay it too much mind. I still ate it. And the next time I went, like it still tasted weird. Like the burger started tasting funny. And it was around this time, like friggin' they launched that whole Never Been Frozen campaign. And it just kind of like made me think, well, like if they've never been frozen, like how are they preserving these meats? Like are they using some sort of chemical compound in order to like preserve them so they can stick to their whole like never been frozen thing? And it just really got stuck in my head. And then after that was in my head, like it just got me to thinking that the reason that the burgers didn't taste right anymore is because of all the chemicals they were just injecting into these burgers. It's like I have no idea if that's the case, but that's just what I got stuck in my head, and I haven't been able to unstick it for ever since. So ever since then, once their burgers started tasting funny or all chemically, in my opinion, I just stopped going because like it just wasn't the same. My baby says I take the foot coney and a spicy chicken, but my boyfriend ate the spicy chicken. Never before have I felt betrayed. Oh no! You never take a lady's spicy chicken. It's like rule 1. think I'm getting too nitpicky about these hands. You know, yeah. I'll just, if there's an issue with these hands that I can figure out later, like I'll just redline them after I'm done and then upload these after the corrections have been made. Because right now I just need to get this done. Don't want to have like an extensively long drawing stream. Christina Petrov says, what about Subway? There's one where I live and it's nice. Not great, but just good or just okay. Oh, it's been a while since I've been to Subway. Like what I would do, like back a few years ago when I was still working in the casino gaming industry, there's a Subway not too far from the office that I would work in. And I would always get their 6-inch breakfast sandwich, and it would just fill my belly up nice and good. And oh, back in the day, they used to have this crab seafood sandwich, and oh my god, it was freaking delicious. Even though people kept telling me it was just imitation crab meat, it's like I didn't care. It's good. I love it. And I would get it every time, but then they discontinued it, and then I was sad. Then when they started coming out with their breakfast sandwiches, you know, I was like, this is good. Can't even get any real words out. Like it was that good. Good. That's it. That's all the explanation you need. A few satisfied grunts and the word "good" just tumbles out of your word hole. Oh yeah, it must be good. But it's been a while since I've been back to the Subway. Just been so preoccupied. Maybe I should give myself a little time out to just go to the Subway in the morning and get a 6-inch sub. 6-inch breakfast sub. Yeah. With a macadamia cookie. Mmm. Oh, yeah. Macadamia. Maybe I shouldn't be moaning like that when I'm drawing Chihiro's chestal region. Oh, macadamia nut. Oh, God. Yes. Yeah, give me more. I want more. Rui Hashima says, gonna toot my own horn on this one, but my fave food is what I make myself. Oh, man. I'm coming over for dinner. I wish. Rui Hashima is all the way in another country. It'd be so awesome if I could just like live right next to her and then every now and then get an invite to just come to dinner and bring your appetite. Woo! And just eat some of the bomb-ass food that she makes. Ryushima will make some food and just sometimes she'll send me pictures. And oh my god. It looks so delicious. Because Ryushima likes to do that, I guess you would call it food fusion sometimes. Like she'll mix foods that wouldn't often go together and just put them together. my baby sister's like, okay, Gordon Ramsay. Sorry, I had to say it. I guess when I was talking earlier about just all this good food. Majorca King says nut, nut. Repeated by Skullhead. Yeah, I like nuts too. Almonds. I enjoy me some almonds. My baby sis says, keeping it PG. Yes. Yes, I am. Christina Petrov says, hell nah. R18 or less. Oh no. Scarlett says, yeah, just don't nut on the chest. Oh, he went there. Oh no. Chestnuts? More like chestnut. Oh, wait. No. Gotta keep it family friendly. Gotta keep it PG. Especially with all the swearing I do every now and then. That's gonna be difficult to do. All the times I rant and just freaking talk about the government and all their fucking bullshit. Oh god, it gets me so freaking riled up sometimes. To the point where I can't even think straight and I gotta go for a walk. I just thought of a stupid joke. Okay. So during the times when you can't think straight, does that mean that you're thinking gay? Cue laughter. And rim shot drum snare. My baby sister says hashtag no homo. Does anyone remember where that no homo phrase came from? Because I think I've seen like the first instance of it. I don't know if it's like legit, like where it really came from, but like, oh man, it was like the first time I ever saw a reference to it. It was a Johnny Utah flash animation about 300. That's the first time I ever saw it. If you're curious, you should definitely look it up. Johnny Utah 300. And that's the first time I ever heard the whole like no homo thing. Scarlett says, haven't seen him active in a while. It's been a while since I've been to Newgrounds. It's like I'll go every now and then, but oh man, I used to go to that freaking site all the time. I even have a freaking account there. Can't remember the name. I think it was BLK Horse or something. And all I had there was just oh god, what was it? Just some line artwork that I can't even view now because it's mature. Oh, I can't go on my account anymore then. Damn. Scarlett says it's updated quite a bit since. Yeah, I hear. Last time I was on it, they made the adult content hard to find. I don't know if they fixed that since then. Because back in the day, you used to be able to find like adult flash animations like pretty quick. That was like one of the main places I would go for like perverted flash animations. The other place would be Style Projects. And I went to Style Projects not for the, well, not so much for the perverted animations, but for some of the ridiculous flash animations that they had there. Like, oh man, I can't even explain the absurdity of some of them. Scarlet says, it's all over now, haha, especially since Shad blew up. How is Shad doing? Oh man, I wish I could check out some of these other artists' stuff. There are some lowly artists who are Patreon patrons of mine, and I want to check out their stuff, but I can't. It's like sometimes we'll get to chatting in the Patreon Discord server, and then one of them will like let me know that they're also a lowly artist. It's like, oh man, that's cool. Like, oh, but I wish I could see. Oh no. That's why I created a share your own safe for work artwork channel in my Discord, just so I could see some of these other artists' work. It's the best I can do. And some are pretty good. I can dig it. Scarlet says, not sure how Shad's doing, actually. Got to think just now, like if a full-blood Native American were to run for the presidency, would you vote for him? It's like, sure, like I say that I'm going to be running for president, but then like I don't quite put too much thought into the whole like Native American aspect of it. Sometimes I do, like jokingly, but if a Native American were to run for president, would you vote for him? Scarlett says, if I were American, I would. That's one imaginary vote. Yes. I am in. I should start a GoFundMe to fund my campaign / living expenses. Baby sis! My baby sister's asking me, what tribe? Oh, okay, so you're asking in general, like if a general like Native American ran for president, would you vote for him? Navajo. How about Navajo? We'll start there. What Native American would you want to see voted as president? Like what tribe would you like to see him from? Ruri Ashino says likewise here. She would vote for me if she lived in the U.S. Well, come on over, get your citizenship really quick. In time for me to get elected. Christina Petrov says, Yaqui tribe. I read a book about them. I have no idea who they are. I wonder where they came from. Oh, my baby sis says, like, pretty much if he's going to be a Navajo running for office, what's his clan? We'll make it easy. Bitter water people. Natro de Neto Chitni. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Mom, my sister's probably laughing at me right now, laughing at my pronunciation. My accent's too light. Christina Petrov says, and they believe in transforming themselves in animals. Whack stuff. Oh, kind of like skinwalker stuff, eh? Maria Shima says that the tribe that endorses compulsive consumption of alcohol. Oh, shoot. Well, that's not the Navajo tribe then. But that's not going to stop me. Fucking, I'll legalize everything. I'll legalize marijuana. I'll legalize moonshine. I'll legalize prostitution. Legalize gambling. What else should I legalize? I can't think of anything. Skullhead says, Skinwalker for president. Yes, he can be the president and vice president. With no one knowing the wiser. Yeah. No one would know. Just don't ask for them to be in the same place at the same time. Legalize public flatulence. That's a crime? Well, it's not a crime over here, so I guess I'll promote public flatulence. Christina Petrov says, oh no. Oh, got the hiccups. I'm not even drinking. Is beer bad for your gallbladder? I'm going to have to look that up. I'd like to have a beer, but I don't want it to aggravate my gallbladder. Probably not. Scarlett says, legalize the lowly. It will be a new chant. Yeah. I'll legalize the lowly. The lowly arts. Friggin' get these ridiculous obscenity laws off the books. Kidding me? Worried about obscenity? Jeez. Let's get back to free speech and all that. Gurishina says it's terrible for the liver. I'll just counteract it with coffee in the morning, right? Coffee counteracts liver damage and promotes liver health. I just got to drink more of it. My baby says night, brother. Good night, sis. Have a good sleep. Skullhead says, oh wait, Christina Petrov says lolies or alcohol. Hmm? Oh, Christina's asking, it's like in response to Ruri Yoshino, it's terrible for the liver. Christina's asking, lolies or alcohol? Both. No. Skullhead says, will probably be difficult reasoning with the Congress consisting of senile folk, though. Well, I just got to oust a lot of those overly religious, conservative bigots. Just do some investigative work and expose all their sexual misconduct. And I'm talking their deep-seated sexual misconduct. We all know what those senators are all about. I mean, fucking that recent guy who became a Supreme Court justice was an accused rapist on several counts. And when he was seriously being questioned about some of that, some of those congressmen were getting a little antsy, as if they might have some, this is just speculation here, but they might have some unwholesome type of connection there, as if they might have joined some of the same fraternities or go to the same sex parties, perhaps, if there are sex parties that they attend, So yeah, just uncover all their misdeeds and have them ousted from Congress. And I'm pretty sure some of those misdeeds are very outlandish. With suicide-inducing shame, perhaps. Huh? They're rich people with power who are born into it. Of course they're going to be corrupt. All I've got to do is expose it. That shouldn't be too difficult. Anyway, let's see. Ruyashino says, I should drink more. I get the feeling I am dangerously under drinking at just 20 beers a week. 20 beers a week. How many have I been drinking? I'd say I've been drinking roughly around that amount. But I used to drink a whole lot more, like way back, like friggin' back in 2010 to 2013. I was drinking a lot more. Friggin' whenever I'd have a drinking night, I would drink a whole 18 pack to myself, and there were occasions where I would drink a whole 30 pack to myself, and I was out of control. And some nights I would just get one of those big jugs of wine, those 4-liter jugs of wine, of Paisano or Burgundy, just like a high alcohol content, and just drink all of that in a night. I was a mess. I was trying to kill myself with booze, but yeah, I don't drink near that amount anymore. Rui Yoshino says, I need more drinkahol. Well, I'd like some drinkahol, if not for the fear of aggravating my gallbladder anymore. Even if that is what's going on with my abdominal discomfort. I'm glad it's just discomfort, because I've seen people who have like gallstones who are in more than discomfort, just like friggin' in serious pain. Oh my god. Just tear-inducing, motion crippling pain. Like they can't even move. I'm like, oh god, it hurts so much. Man. Okay, Johnston, let's not get to that point. All right. Here we are. An inked Chihiro just lounging around. Skullhead says, heading out, man. Hope you guys have a good night. All right, cool. Check you later, Skullhead. Christine Petrov says bye as well to Skullhead. But anyway, this is the inked line art. What I'm going to do later, I'm not going to do it on the stream because the stream's been going on like over an hour and a half right now. But what I usually do is like I'll take these drawings aside and I'll do like red correction lines over the piece, and I'll adjust it to those red correction lines and then re-ink it and like detail it a little bit more if needed, which I'm going to do to this one, because there are like still a few things that I feel like are off, and I think I can do a better job with the hands there. So yeah, I'll retouch it up and whatever, but yeah, I just wanted to do this art suggestion stream with Chihiro, and so I'm going to continue doing these streams until I get through my very extensive suggestion list. And if you want to add your suggestion onto that pile, I'm only taking suggestions or requests from my Patreon patrons. So if you want to make a suggestion or request, then consider becoming a Patreon patron of mine. And when you do, you get access to my Discord server. And in the Discord server, there's a specific text channel for suggestions, and you can just throw yours on top of the pile, and hopefully I'll get to it when I can. So, in order to do that, I guess I should crank out more of these art suggestion streams in a week than I do right now. So maybe I'll do another one tomorrow, seeing how I feel. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Wednesday, so yeah, I guess there's no reason I shouldn't. But gonna keep doing these commissions, gonna keep drawing, and just keep generating content. So yeah. So if you want to see more of my art, or if you want to join my Patreon, I got a lot of links in the description section below. I totally forgot to ink this one line. Man, fucking no. Just do it when I correct it. So I got a lot of links below, linking to my DeviantArt for Affinity, Ink Bunny, my Patreon, and if Patreon's not your thing, I also have a GoFundMe account. So there are two ways you can support me in that sense. So if you want to become a Patreon patron, you do get access to my Discord server, my Patreon Discord server, and I throw like updates up there when I can, just like showing off works in progress or just doing like random sketches here and there. And some of these sketches don't even get released anywhere else. So yeah, check out all those links. I also have a blog, Johnston Blackhorse, the one and only .blogspot.com, which contains a lot of my backstory and history and everything. So it's a pretty, I guess it's a pretty decent read if you're into learning more about me. But yeah, so yeah, click around those links, check it out. And if you enjoyed this video, then give me a like. It really helps out a lot. Share this video, subscribe, and ring that notification bell, because I'm always generating content on a weekly basis. So yeah, so I'll probably stream again sometime this week. So until then, oh wait, thanks to all those who participated in the chat. It's always awesome interacting with you people. So thanks go to Cal Larkin, my baby sister, Rui Hashino, Majorican King, my little brother who popped in for a little bit, who else? Cal Larkin, thanks for swinging by. Let's see. Christina Petrov, it's cool to see you again. Skullhead popped in for an guest appearance. Woo, yeah, Skullhead. Live studio audience, cheers and applauds. And Christina Petrov is giving me an emoji of a turtle and a turtle between two pieces of bread. So turtle sandwich. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I don't know what those emojis are trying to say. Anyway, until the next stream, I shall check y'all later. Sweet. Bye.